This is an ad by BetterHelp. What's your perfect night? Maybe you're settled at home alone or with loved ones, covered in blankets, about to watch your favorite show. It's cozy, it's calm, and you're ready for a perfect night in. Therapy can feel a bit like that. A place for comfort. A time when you replenish your energy and take care of yourself. And hey, you can even do it without leaving that same cozy couch. This season is the perfect time to give therapy a try, right from the comfort of home. With BetterHelp, get matched with a tailored therapist based on your needs and preferences, entirely online. Designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com to learn more and save 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. What's your perfect night? Maybe you're settled at home alone or with loved ones, covered in blankets, about to watch your favorite show. It's cozy, it's calm, and you're ready for a perfect night in. Therapy can feel a bit like that. A place for comfort. A time when you replenish your energy and take care of yourself. And hey, you can even do it without leaving that same cozy couch. This season is the perfect time to give therapy a try, right from the comfort of home. With BetterHelp, get matched with a tailored therapist based on your needs and preferences entirely online. Designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. What's your perfect night? Maybe you're settled at home alone or with loved ones, covered in blankets, about to watch your favorite show. It's cozy, it's calm, and you're ready for a perfect night in. Therapy can feel a bit like that. A place for comfort. A time when you replenish your energy and take care of yourself. And hey, you can even do it without leaving that same cozy couch. This season is the perfect time to give therapy a try, right from the comfort of home. With BetterHelp, get matched with a tailored therapist based on your needs and preferences, entirely online. Designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com to learn more and save 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Have you decided what you're going to be doing New Year's Eve? Or are you just going to stay in? Or is it a function of just not wanting to spend all the money that usually comes with it? Because invariably, places will jack up these prices and makes it difficult for you to even get an Uber for a reasonable price, either going or coming. It doesn't matter whether you're going to a hotel or a smaller soiree. Costs a lot of money usually. And that's saying nothing of dressing up and cost of alcohol. Well, here we have some free or at least cheap things you can do for New Year's Eve. Doesn't require any thought. There's First Night Fullerton, which is downtown Fullerton Plaza. It's free. You can get the information at cityoffullerton.com, but it has live music, carnival rides, and a fireworks show. And it runs from 7 p.m. to midnight. It's free to attend, but tickets will be required for things like the carnival rides, games, and other activities, of course, food. But it's still reasonably priced. Tickets start at $1 each for the carnival rides, and the carnival rides usually cost 4 to 10 tickets, and games up to 5 tickets. There's the Grand Park New Year's Eve celebration, which has been coming along for the past decade or so. That's downtown at 200 North Grand Avenue. You can find out all the information at grandparkla.org. And that party is the city's largest celebration, and it goes from 8 p.m. to 12:30 a.m., and it'll be over the course of several city blocks with musical performances on 2 different stages, 30 food trucks, and a 3D light show projected onto City Hall at midnight. Again, with the exception of food, it's free. And maybe you're in the Marina Del Rey area. Marina Del Rey's New Year's Eve fireworks and glow party. It's at Burton Chase Park, which is 13650 Mindanao Way. Cost free. You can get the information at lacounty.gov. The glow party will include glow sticks, of course, as well as DJs, food trucks, a 9 p.m. countdown and a midnight countdown, followed by a 10-minute fireworks show. I guess the 9 p.m. countdown is to get the kids, put them to bed.
Yeah, that's the kid one. Yep.
All right. There's the New Year's Eve party at Broken Shaker, which is the Freehand Hotel, 416 West 8th Street. Cost is free. We're going to have to change them out in the new year. We got to get some new ladies. Yeah, new ladies cheering. Mm-hmm. You can get the information at brokenshaker.com. You can dance the night away to house music and a complimentary champagne toast at the Freehands Hotel Rooftop Bar. The music lineup includes a bunch of people you've never heard of, but the party starts at 8 p.m. and it goes on until 2 a.m. Free to get in. Free to get in. You have to pay for food and drinks. There's a New Year's Eve skate party. When was the last time you went to a skate party? Well, World on Wheels?
Oh, yeah. I went ice skating Christmas Eve, but...
Oh, you did?
I didn't skate.
Okay.
I paid for kids to skate and watch them.
Yeah, I can't afford to bust my ass anymore.
No.
Break a hip. It's at the Fountain Valley Skating, which is 9105 Recreation Circle. Now, this isn't free, but it's reasonably priced at $20 admission. You can get... Yeah, not so enthusiastic about that. $20. You can get the information at FVSC.com. Fountain Valley Skating.com. Roll into the new year at Fountain Valley Skating during a skate party. 2 sessions available New Year's Eve from 6 to 9 p.m. and 9 to midnight. The roller party will include DJ spinning music, a countdown, and, of course, lots of skating.
If you're a skater, this one I think is the one to go to.
Yeah, I was a skater back in like 6th, 7th grade. There was this place called Shamrock Skating. It was like Shamrock Skating. It was in Old Torrance. I think it was like right off of Torrance Boulevard, about Western or something like that. And it was fun. We have these skate dances, if you will, for middle school, as a matter of fact, at Shamrock. So this is like early 80s. And if someone was from Torrance or in and around Torrance, you probably remember Shamrock. It was a good time. But that was 45 years ago. There's the Noon Year's Eve party. Yes, Noon Year's Eve party. And it's at the Pinstripes Restaurant and Bowling at Westfield, Topanga.
Ooh.
You know where that is, right?
Yes, no, we had our holiday party for the school there. This place is schwanky.
But it's for the kids, it seems. Restaurant and Bowling celebrates Noon Year's Eve with an 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. party for the kids. That's kind of cool. But it's not free. $10 per ticket.
It's nothing.
No, it's nothing. And for $10, kids will get to see a balloon drop, get party favors, free kids meals, plus mocktails to make it all more legit. I don't know. That sounds... I don't know if I'm okay with giving kids mocktails.
No. This is fine. This.
Just call it punch.
What's wrong with next to be complaining about candy cigarettes?
Oh, if my mother's listening,
man.
she wouldn't let me get the candy cigarettes.
What are you talking about?
You've met my mother. She's she's very strict,
Okay.
even to this day.
What about those bubblegum cigars? I suppose she had a problem with those, too.
Bubblegum cigars. I don't think I had those.
Oh, you were so deprived. Now I feel bad for you.
No, I don't think she didn't. I don't think she liked the visual of the candy cigarettes.
Yeah, my mom
Even
would
blowing the powder out?
Yeah.
What? You poor kids.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But she let me have a cap gun. Who knew? A couple more. There's the New Year's Eve Torchlight Parade, which is up at Snow Summit, Big Bear Lake. But here's the good part. It's free. Completely free. You get the information at BigBearMountainResort.com. More than 200 skiers and snowboarders will light up the snowy mountain on New Year's Eve when they make their way down with torches during the annual Torchlight Parade.
That
sounds very
like,
cool.
It sounds like death. At night with torches coming down the mountain?
Oh, I wouldn't be coming down the mountain. I'll watch. I'm not skiing or so. Look, I've been skiing and I've been snow tubing. I guess you call it snow tubing. We go down on the inner tube. Mm-hmm. Yeah, busting my ass real badly. And I was a kid then. Can't do that again. But it was fun.
Imagine drinks. People getting a little something to drink, then going up on the slope, coming down with a torch. Look at me. I'm skiing with a pow right to a tree.
Isn't that how Sonny Bono died?
That is.
Yeah.
He skied into a tree with his head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Sad story.
Very sad.
Great entertainer. His wife, his ex-wife, became very famous.
Did she know?
Yeah, it's ringing a bell. Yeah.
Did she know?
Yeah, she did. The event starts at 6 p.m., has the DJ spinning tunes, followed by a performance from Woodland Hills rockers Bad Sons. Not familiar, but they're probably very good. And the skiers and snowboarders will make their way down the hill starting at 9 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, skiing with a torch.
Okay.
Nothing bad can happen. There's the Redlands New Year's Eve Orange Drop, which is Citrus Avenue between 6th and 8th Streets in Redlands. The cost is free. Free! You can get information at redlandschamber.org. And the orange will drop at 9 p.m. and not midnight this year, so more families can attend. They'll do a 9 p.m. drop. There's the Temecula Grape Drop, which is 41,000 Main Street in Temecula. Cost free. The grape drops at 9 p.m. this year for the annual celebration. The overall event will be from 6 to 10 p.m. and will include the city's first ever drone show. Live music, food, and kid activities. The drone show is at 8:50 p.m., right before the grape drop. And lastly, there is the Y2K New Year's Eve Bash at Angel City Brewery in L.A. Cost, say it with me, free. And the peg is you get to party like it's 1999 all over again with a free throwback party at Angel City Brewery, which runs from 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. There'll be some drunk fools out there.
That's like something I would go to.
Yeah, but 4 p.m., if you start at 4 p.m., you're done by 8. You got to be done by 8.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, but also beer, that fills me up real quick. But they got some good beer.
I can't drink anywhere over the course of like 10 hours, 12 hours.
This is a pace yourself event. What are you talking about?
Look, if it opens at 4 or starts at 4 p.m., I'm not getting there before 7, 8 p.m. If I get there too early, I want to feel the need to start drinking early. Can't do that. It's, of course, for 21 and over, and include DJ spinning throwback hits from the late 90s and early 2000s, retro photos, and people are encouraged to come dressed in their best 90s gear. I think I still got something in my pocket, in my closet at home. Yep, I got some. Mark, you got any 90s clothes naturally, just you haven't thrown out?
Oh, underwear still. All of it. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I don't throw stuff out.
Jesus, man.
A simple yes would have been sufficient.
I want you to get a good visual there.
No.
And when we come back, we'll tell you about the best New Year's Eve celebrations outside of New York City, but around the country. Let's just say you're listening via the iHeartRadio app. We got something for you.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Imagínate escuchar tu canción favorita como si fuera la primera vez. Te presentamos el totalmente nuevo y reimaginado Nissan Kicks con sonido Bose Personal Plus y bocinas en la parte superior de los asientos para crear una experiencia 360. Jamás has escuchado algo así. Reimagina tu música y tu forma de manejar. Descubre el totalmente nuevo y reimaginado Nissan Kicks en nissanusa.com. Función disponible. Bose es una marca registrada de The Bose Corporation.
As well.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
It's the day after Christmas. First day of Kwanzaa. Second day of Hanukkah. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. For some reason, we keep hearing the lie that the place to be on New Year's Eve is New York City. You could not pay me to be out there on the street watching Ryan Seacrest from afar, waiting for a ball to drop in 4-degree weather. I've been in New York in January. It is horrible, or at least for a Californian's perspective. You couldn't pay me, but that is supposedly the gold standard, which everything is judged against. But there are other places in other cities which have traditions, which, depending on where you are right now, let's say you travel for the holidays, going to see family, and you're not in Southern California, there might be some other places you want to check out, some other traditions you may want to experience. But I'm not going to New York. Chicago transforms into a winter wonderland with fireworks over Lake Michigan and events showcasing the city's flair. You can watch the spectacle from Navy Pier, cozied up on a rooftop with a view, or an enchanting river cruise with champagne toast. I'm not getting on a river cruise in Chicago. It's
a little
also
chilly.
It's 2 degrees. It's 4 degrees in New York. It's 2 in Chicago.
Wouldn't that lake be frozen?
Probably.
It gets cold.
Yeah. Yes. If
Frigid.
you've ever been in Chicago in the winter, the breeze coming off Lake Michigan, they call it the Hawk. It is no joke. It's nothing to play with. But I would go to New Orleans. I would try that out. Jackson Square is where culture meets celebration, as they say, with crowds gathering for what is called an electrifying night of live music, local cruising, and more. When the clock strikes midnight, you can enjoy fireworks on the Mississippi River or head to Bourbon Street for other stuff. Yeah, I could see myself, a long time ago as a young man, in New Orleans. Dallas, Texas. Dallas will utilize Sky Elements drones and the iconic Reunion Tower for a celebration that lights up the sky. And it's becoming one of the things to do in Texas when it comes to New Year's. Other cities, Flagstaff, Arizona. I've been through Flagstaff. It's in northern Arizona. Flagstaff combines natural beauty with the small town spirit of a Hallmark movie. Not so sure I agree. Its signature event is the Pine Cone Drop, held at the historic Weatherford Hotel, draws locals and visitors. You can also enjoy the cozy hospitality of Flagstaff's bed and breakfast, offering the perfect serene treat for couples and families. Seems very low maintenance and very low enjoyment. There's Beaufort, South Carolina, known for its waterfront charm. Picturesque coastal town rings in the new year with fireworks over the harbor, live music, and a menu rich with low country cuisine like crab cake and gumbo. Okay, maybe. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Tulsa offers a variety of family-friendly New Year's Eve celebrations. One highlights is the Noon Year's Eve at Discovery Lab from 9:30 a.m. to noon. I can't go to any New Year's Eve celebration, even for kids, at 9:30 in the morning. That's a chore.
When you have kids that little, you will get up. I have done this at Discovery Cube here in the Valley.
So what time do you go to sleep then for New Year's? 8 o'clock?
I mean, yeah, typically when you have kids, like going to bed is the first thing you want to do. You're not trying to be up late when you have little kids, at least.
All right, Twala, you might know something about this. Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Bethlehem weaves holiday magic into its New Year's Eve celebrations, blending old world charm with modern festivities. You can stroll through the beautiful streets, explore local artisan markets, and enjoy family-friendly attractions to keep the holiday spirit alive even after January 1st.
Driven through Bethlehem. Did not stop and take in the sights, but have driven through. Yes. Know where it's at.
And of course, we have to talk about Las Vegas. Sin City knows how to throw a party. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure. But New Year's Eve is a big deal when it comes to Vegas. I've been to 2 different cities when it comes to New Year's Eve, with the exception of San Diego, and I told that story about the party bus, and Las Vegas. I've been on Las Vegas one New Year's Eve. I've always spent New Year's Eve in the Los Angeles area outside of that. Las Vegas was tremendously underwhelming. It's just Las Vegas, just more drunk people. It wasn't anything special as far as how Las Vegas put on a quote unquote party. That was my impression of it. I could have done without it. I can say I've done it, but it was really, really underwhelming. San Diego, you explained that was different. It wasn't so much San Diego, it was more like the party bus going to and from San Diego, which was on hit. That was a great night.
Disneyland on New Year's Eve did that before. That was amazing. Bringing in the new year at Disneyland, California. Amazing.
What was special about it other than the fireworks?
The fireworks show is incredible. The vibe, the crowd, everything about it. It wasn't that crowded. So it's like, if you're going to get a ticket to go to that, lucky you, because it takes, hell and high water to even get a ticket to get into this event. And we were there. And I think when we went, Mason was like maybe 4. And I think Miley was just born. It was like, so we went when they were little. And it was a ball, like all of the accoutrement of Disneyland on New Year's Eve. So no real drinks, but everyone there is having a good time. It was just something magical about it. It was just being there and the festivities and knowing I'm here and you're not. Oh, yeah.
I've never considered Disneyland on New Year's Eve.
You got to try it.
Okay.
And stay at the hotel.
Right. No, I'm not trying to go anywhere.
No. Yeah. Stayed at the hotel.
I'm not trying to drive home. I'm not trying to deal with traffic. I'm not trying to deal with people. I'd rather enjoy Disneyland, that experience, and then walk up to my hotel and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And to are all the rides open like normal?
Yeah. Yeah. Now they shut stuff down as it gets closer to midnight. They start to shut stuff down because they don't want anyone stuck on the ride while the countdown is going on, because they have a whole countdown. And then the fireworks show is out of control. And then right after that, the rides go back open.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Any adult entertainment?
No, I mean
back then, because we talked about how they were slowly introducing alcohol. Was
there might have been there I'm sure at that point, some of the restaurants in Adventureland were still serving liquor. And I think they raised it at that time. Okay. So it's like, yeah, they weren't like all out there, but if you were an adult and you knew, you could get like a beer. I don't think Disneyland still serves really hard liquor. I don't know if they're like Jack and Coke.
No, downtown Disney, you can get whatever you want.
Yeah,
that wasn't
Disney.
Back then.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Mark, have you decided what you're going to do for New Year's yet?
I believe I have the honor of working again. I'll be right here. Me and Mark will be celebrating here. Yep. Stefan and I are going to be...
Will you be toasting and kissing each other?
What
does that mean?
Yeah. There's no one else in the building, so... Yep.
Well, just because... Never mind. Don't feel obligated.
You got to kiss somebody at midnight. What are you going to do?
Are you getting off at midnight New Year's Eve?
Yeah, that's when I usually get off, yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you had a special schedule because we've been short-staffed around here.
Oh, yeah, some people have been enlisted to work a little extra, and I've had to work some weekends. But, Foosh, I'd appreciate it if you shaved on New Year's.
No, he'd appreciate it with no tongue.
That as well. Look at the time.
KFI AM 640, we're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. No. If you can talk about your draws, okay, I can talk about no tongue.
Oh, yeah, get a good mental image of that, will you?
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
What qualifies as the best porno mag? If you have a collection, what do you rank them? What does that mean? What is it trying to say? You have your semi-favorite porno mag, and then you have your favorite porno mag. What is the hierarchy? What's the structure? These are the existential questions of life which need answering.
You're on your own on this one, buddy. You just keep talking. Also, who buys magazines in the year of our Lord 2024?
It's strange that you asked that because I was in a Ralph's the other day and also in Albertson. So I saw it in two different locations. There are still magazine sections in some grocery stores.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Somebody's buying them.
Somebody is.
I don't know who.
I think it's probably like the moms and grandmas,
And that's not even counting the stuff they sell up at checkout, like the Weekly World News and National Enquirer.
That I can't believe is still around.
In Touch Weekly, all of those. People buy them. There's still a viable business. I don't have an explanation for you, Mark. I just don't. People
okay.
Still, in the year of our Lord 2024, somebody's buying them. I can't communicate who is buying them. I've never seen it. It's almost like Santa Claus.
I just assume it's the people who need to use the restroom at the store and they take the magazines in with them.
I would never in all my life attempt a number 2 at a grocery store.
Well, sometimes people can't help it,
No, I get that. I get that.
When nature calls, you must answer.
Well, that doesn't sound like nature. That sounds like a IBS or something.
Sometimes nature calls urgently.
Better pick up. Okay, real question though for you guys. Since you're going to be working New Year's Eve all the way up to the ball drop.
Yes, we'd love it if you sent food. That is so generous of you.
I was actually going to ask that. I really was. I was dead serious. I was actually going to ask that.
That's awesome.
That's the truth. I was like, yeah, I guess you're psychic now, because I really was going to ask you, but I was going to give you adequate time to think about what you would want.
It was funny because on Christmas Eve, Mark comes in. He's like, all right, thanks for getting me food. And I'm like, you're the one in SAG after. He's like, that doesn't mean anything. Well, hopefully someone will bring us food. Hopefully someone will bring us food. And then within 30 minutes, we get the text from Tawala. So that's why I answered so fast. I was like, whoa.
Okay. Have you thought about what you might want cuisine? Not Italian, though.
Will you be joining us?
No, I will not be joining you, but I will be paying for you.
Okay.
From afar.
Wow, I was just making a wisecrack and I willed this into existence. This is fantastic. I got to do this more often.
That's the second time he's done that now.
There are limitations to your powers.
No, let's test it. Let's test it.
Okay, go ahead.
I need a new car.
You should have stopped at I need. I don't do needs. I'm providing just a service for a convenience.
I'm not sure what the parameters are here. Let me see. Oh, I'd like a subscription to the Criterion channel. What else?
When's your birthday?
It's not till June, but early's fine. Early's good. We don't mind. Could use some new clothes. Replace all my old Cosby sweaters with something.
You had Cosby sweaters?
Tons of them. Tons.
With all those weird patterns and prints and everything?
Lots of pastels, lots of primary colors.
How did you go from that to all black all the time?
I don't know. I watched a season of Californication and thought I was David Duchovny or something. I have no idea.
Did this make you feel like you were more like Bill Cosby?
Well, it was before we knew what we know about him now.
Did you just walk around saying, I have 5 children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children?
Just walked around offering people pudding pops.
I just can't stop thinking of him walking out of David Duchovny's apartment in that show.
There are a lot of things I can't imagine with Mark, and I don't want to imagine or know.
Now, some of us are more easily suggestible than others. That's all.
Okay.
See something on TV, you think, hey, okay, I'll do that.
Well, let me know what type of cuisine or food that you want.
I can't believe this, Foosh. Can you believe this?
It's true. I'm giving you adequate time to prepare.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Your spending limit is $12.
Okay, that's not going to work.
Unless it's McDonald's.
Even then, it may not work.
That's
these
true.
days.
That's true.
That's $12 for the both of you. So that's like $4 each, not including tax.
All right, I'm going to have to work on my mental abilities here because I have not manipulated you sufficiently enough.
You think you want restaurant food? What do you want?
I don't know what our options are here. There's a pretty good soul food place down the street that we've had food from before. What's the name of that place?
You talking about Ribs USA?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
They might be open. That'd be.
They might be. Okay. Tuala tried to go there on Christmas and they weren't open, so you better check in with Tuala because he goes there often enough to know.
And isn't it a tradition that you got to have black-eyed peas on New Year's Eve?
That is actually a true story. And as far as African Americans, that's a long-held tradition that having black-eyed peas, at least on New Year's Day, brings you good luck for the year.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to need you to school me on what, as a half-black American, I need to be doing.
We told you need to have some chitlins, but you refuse.
Okay, everything apart from the chitlins.
Okay.
That's chitlins. Stop trying to make chitlins happen.
I'm just answering your question. Black-eyed peas.
Okay. All right.
Black-eyed peas for the new year. I don't eat black-eyed peas. So don't feel obligated.
Even if they're not leftovers, even if they're fresh black-eyed peas?
Yeah, I've never liked black-eyed peas.
Why?
Couldn't. There's certain stuff I just don't eat.
That's also funny that you have the 12 thing because my ex, she's Colombian and their thing is 12 grapes.
12 grapes? Uh-huh.
So that's funny that you guys have one too.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
All do. But you got to let me know sooner than later. We'll make these arrangements so you guys can be fed going into the new year.
That'd be nice.
This is magnificent, except for the $12 limit.
Well,
I'm gonna pretend I'm Professor X and work on you for the rest of the night.
You're gonna have to actually be nicer to me in the new year.
Well, I didn't know there were conditions attached.
Food is conditional.
God, Foosh, come on.
It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640 live every.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
We're on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mo Kelly. Yes, Squid Game Season 2 dropped today. The good news is it dropped today. The bad news is it's only 7 episodes. It's really short. Now, the episodes are an hour. Some of them are a little bit more than an hour. So you're getting enough content. They didn't cheat us in a way. They could have given us 12, let's say 35-minute episodes, and you probably would have thought like, okay, they're not giving us enough. I'm on episode 5.
Wow, you're working fast.
I am. I was sitting at home and binging.
I just saw it when I woke up, and I'm like, well, I know what I'm watching tonight.
Let me just say this. This is something they did wrong. You know how you start a new season and then there's usually like a previous season recap? There's none of that. So it took me a while to remember, oh, that's so-and-so, or that's that thread that they're following up on, or that's that storyline that they're trying to continue. It was disconcerting.
You must have skipped it because I watched the first episode late last night and there was a short recap.
I watched just a couple seconds and it had last time.
All I can say is it didn't come up for me.
Maybe go back and see if something
well, it's a little too late now.
Fair enough.
No, but I'm saying because it was noticeable. It's like I started playing it and it was just the episode. I don't know why, but if there is a recap, then wonderful because you need it. Otherwise, you really do need it. One, because there have been years now, good 3.5 years in between, and you may remember how it turned out, but the intricacy of the storylines in season 2, they are direct references to season 1. They're picking up the story directly from season 1. There is a 3-year time jump, but they do give you updates on those who survived or were tangentially connected to the story. I don't want to give away anything.
So is it chronologically takes place 3 years later, or they pick it up right where it left off?
No, it takes place 3 years later.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you do have that time jump, but they do let you know what has been happening in the intervening 3 years. You're not just flailing around. I will say this. It answers the question of if you knew then what you now know, how would you apply it to the game? Would you try to help someone else? Would you be selfish? Would you employ a different strategy? And if you haven't seen Squid Game, you have to watch it without any help from me. I don't want to tell you anything about it. If you're one of the 4 people who haven't seen it in the world, just go watch it. What's it about? You'll just have to see. I don't want to give away anything. And I was talking about this with Wayne Resnick, who was in for Bill Handel earlier today. Going in, I wasn't sure whether it was going to have the same type of allure because you lose all the secrets and the surprise, or so I thought, in the first season. You think, what is going on here? What's happening? Oh, this is happening. Oh, it is like that, but it throws some curveballs at you. You get to see some things that you thought were going to happen, and it's like, no. They're not going to go down that road this time. They're going to take you down a different road.
It's not just the same old thing over and over again. You've seen more than I have, but I was impressed with the first hour-long episode.
Right. So you know what I mean? It's like you think it's going to go one way, and then they give you, there's some exposition. You get to learn more backstory about some characters, but once it gets into this gallop, I would say it's even more tense than season 1 when everybody knew absolutely nothing what was going to happen.
And the characters have evolved as well. So the main character is the protagonist of the last season, who won last season, which, it's been a while, so I think we can at least spoil that much.
Yep.
But both he and the cop who was investigating last season have undergone some transformations, and now they're tirelessly and obsessively trying to get to the bottom of the secrets involving the game.
Here we go.
I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to you all. You may choose to stay and continue playing to increase your potential winnings, or choose to stop the games now and leave. The decision is entirely up to you.
Whether you're killing innocent people in there or preying on them out here, you know it doesn't change a damn thing.
Player 456, what do you want from me?
I want you to send me in there again.
I don't want to give anything away, but there's a lot of action. I don't want to say what type of action, but there's plenty action. Now, Tual, I'm glad you came in here for this, because how you will experience Squid Game Season 2 is dependent largely on whether you're a fan of English, or do you want the dub version, or do you want the original Korean?
Because I'm tripping, because it sounds like you just played an English and I'm like, I did not know there was an English language version of the show.
Yes, yes, I watched all of Season 1 in English.
What?
Really?
Yes, my Korean is not that good, and the reason I did was because, but I, it's distracting to me when I am solely dependent on
subtitles.
On the subtitles, yeah.
The dubbing's really well done, though. It's not like those horrible martial arts movies from the 70s.
I just can't.
It's good. It does not bring you out of it at all.
I can't go back. If I've started something and I've started it with English language subtitle and watching in its original Korean I can't go back. It's impossible for me to do so. I can't look at these characters and hear English. Like, I'm listening to this trailer. I'm like, what is he playing? I thought they were talking about Squid Game. I was shocked. I'm outside editing and I'm like, what is this?
And Tuwala, tell me, because since you're like that, for me, what bothers me more is if I put it the English dub and their mouths don't match the audio that you're hearing.
Or the character voices don't match up what I think they should.
That's the problem. If you start like Season 1 in Korean, you've already then, I'll say, internalized their actual voices. For you then to start Season 2 with the English voices would probably be distracting.
Ugh.
And also, because to Mark's point, as far as matching up the movement of the mouths to the dialogue, some things are changed to accommodate that. Yeah, I can't get too deep into Hangul and Korean, but the syllables are not going to match up. They're just not going to match up if you have a strict translation. So they have to change some of the dialogue in English to have the mouths and the lips match up.
I also get worried that because they have to, what you just said, or they have to kind of just change it just slightly, that maybe I'm going to miss something that I wouldn't have if it was just in the original language with subtitles.
Yeah, I don't have that much time, so
I mean, but oftentimes it's like that. Oftentimes what's being said in the original language is so much more powerful, and when you sometimes when you see the subtitles, you're like, all that he just said was way more powerful than what we're reading. So yeah, I couldn't imagine, watch out for that trap. That's not right. This is wrong. What is this? Is this a Squid Game or something?
There are some moments of dialogue. It's like, well, that was kind of hokey, kind of oversimplistic way. It's like, we wouldn't talk that way in English.
And that's what I get worried about.
But you've seen Season 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you watch it in English or Korean?
Korean.
Then stick with Korean. I'm being honest. Yeah, stick with Korean. And Mark, did you do season 1 in Korean or English?
I don't even remember, but the point is, reading is hard.
It is when you're trying to watch. And this is a show, there's a lot going on screen, and there are a lot of Easter eggs and clues on screen. And I'm not trying to read.
Yeah, I hate having to rewind because I've been busy reading the subtitles, especially when there's a lot of dialogue and you miss something. And it's true. You guys are right that you do miss things from the original language, but you still get the gist of it. I don't think anything's been changed to such a degree that, you're thrown way off.
Let me just say this as we go to break. Highly recommended. 5th episode of 7. It's already been cleared for season 3. They've already said it is going to be a 3rd and final season. That for me is a drawback because it limits the amount of stakes here, because there's a season 3. So nothing's going to be completely resolved this season. But I don't think it's a precipitous drop off from season 1. And I was surprised. I thought it was going to be like, okay, they're just mailing it in, or they've run out of story to tell. No, it's damn good. And I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yes.
So let me know what you guys think sometime next week.
I am 100% in.
KFI AM 640, we're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
We're not here to make up your mind. We're here to give you the latest.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
"Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?"
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
After Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
"Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music."
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
"Hey, Meta, call Eva."
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, "Hey, Meta," to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.